So Hello everyone, my mic was off. I've been talking. Um, Welcome everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Sleepy. I hope you have a great Saturday. Hey Tam, hey N, Dear Black and Bear. Well, yes, we had Yeldar and Bear and Sheep. Noir is both a wolf and a bear, just like Jad is both a moose and a wolf. So I guess they become wolves when in a pack. And today we have Baby Boy and... How are you doing? I am okay. Thank you. I wasted a lot of energy on Twitter. Listen, I don't like... for the longest time, I never liked expressing opinions. And then 2 years ago, I decided that I do want to express opinions. Maybe it's not healthy to not express an opinion. But yeah, I still can't shake the anxiety, maybe, of expressing opinions. Just sharing general opinions, like not even fighting for them or debating. It's just like general opinions. Yeah, I have this sinking feel, this tightness in my chest after I express. And right now I'm kind of like, this is the thing, like kind of also with socials, I keep pushing myself. Whenever I realize there's a problem, like I have a problem with socials, I don't back away. I'm more like, yeah, let's get over it with exposure. To the point where I realize that it either worked or not. And I kind of feel like expressing opinions is not working to do it that way. Is this where that man patting... Is this where that man patting Black under the tree before leaving? Chapter 32? Good iron. Sometimes that happens to me too with opinions. That's hard to share them. Yeah. It's difficult if you're not used to it and you weren't giving good space to express yourself freely. I took some time to I took so much time looking at what I wrote before sending it, and I even asked my sister to press button post instead of me. Yeah, that's so real. I don't do it, but I kind of post and run away. My god. And the thing is, for me, it's just that I don't mind at all. Rather, it could be like that I actually like being proven wrong. I don't mind. I genuinely like it's not a good feeling, but generally, when I share an opinion or ask a question, it's generally to learn. Like this is life. You just want to learn stuff. So I don't mind, especially when it makes sense where I'm wrong or the other point of view makes more sense. The only problem is I do get into this I kind of lose focus. I get too focused, and if I find the other party isn't understanding what I'm saying exactly or misunderstanding it, I kind of lose the whole plot. By the feeling of being misunderstood. Yes. Hey, UTZ. Welcome. You were here last time. Thanks for coming again. So it's like, yeah, tear my point of view to shreds. I don't mind. Just get what my point of view first. Get it and then tear it to shreds. But don't tear to shreds something that you're reading wrong, you know? It's a fault of mine that still needs, and this is the thing. When I decided that I want to express more opinions, because I see the faults in what prevents me from expressing opinions, and I would like to improve that or remove it if it's bad. But yeah, it's not one of these things that is being fixed by exposure or by practice. I respect that because I'm pretty wishy-washy about my own opinions, and I don't like that about myself. Yeah, I guess that's the drive. When you don't like something about yourself, you might want to find ways to make peace with that. Either it's something that, this is my whole philosophy in life. When you have a problem with yourself, and this is how I function, is you either make peace with it and you accept it and don't leave any room for it to be a source of negativity, or you change it, no matter how hard it could be, the path of changing it. But being in between, and this is something that is going to be said. I wrote it the other day in Grey Is, Future Grey Is, not necessarily volume 11, but I did write someone saying that if you put a screw or a nail on a piece of wood and you tie it from one end and then tie it from the other end, and you pull each part in a different direction, you're gonna get stuck. Like the nail won't go to either side, you know? And I guess having these two conflicting forces, like not liking something about yourself but not doing something about it, leaves the person just sitting there and maybe in a destructive state mentally, or it could lead to a cycle of just ranting and whining about it. I hate that man. Look what he is causing, baby. I can't wait for this chapter to release, is my reply. Hey Andy, welcome. Bars? What? I opened the stream at the perfect motivation speech. Welcome. It's just some thoughts. Someone is doing the motivational speech in the story, I guess. I should look at the plot board before this chapter gets released. Oh, speaking of, you know what happened? So I got really a little bit worried about the thing that happened last stream, gaming stream, when we didn't get the manuscript or the keys. So I looked up like bugs, known bugs in Alan Wake 2, and this is actually a bug. And some people had to replay 6 hours from their last save, or I don't know how long from the last checkpoint, to try and get it again. So I had to open the game again, launch the game and check, and I had like I quit the game and relaunched it, and the key is in my inventory again. I didn't have to replay anything because I honestly, if it is a bug that didn't like just make the thing appear by closing the game, I wouldn't have continued. No, I don't think I would replay anything. We would just sit together and watch the rest of the playthrough. Yeah. Do you do your work on an iPad or a computer? No, on computer. There should be a tools. I think there should be tools command. Hopefully. Yes, there. I change at a super slow pace. I can see a shift in my behavior as I struggle and repeat. That's the thing. That's exactly the way. Like nobody can. This is the thing. Like if you have that kind of patience, you get there. A lot of people just try once or twice and then just give up. And it's all about putting in the effort, especially with like behaviors that you were actually born with, or attitudes that are core of who you are. Yes, that was crazy, and I was so happy that I got the bug, but also reloading gave me the stuff. How are you, Psycho? How are you, Andy? We all want to know how Andy's doing. Why was the pull in letters this time? It's related to reasons. Yes, yes. Last time it was page numbers, this time it was settings. So, we had office, studio, and garden. I'm gonna make it super hard for you to predict the Daniel page. Wait, I wanna see the rest. Okay. I need to check volume 5 to see what he was wearing. Okay, so it's not... Okay. It's just the color. I've been staring at the wall a lot these days. I was thinking the live would help me cope. I can be a wall for you. You can stare. I mean, the stream could be your wall. I hope it's good staring. Not the depressing kind of staring in the wall like what black and white sometimes goes. Daniel is making a trip to space to travel with White on his floating adventure. Daniel holding baby black Psycho, they just... I love how clear and true you are to what you want. Never change. I was thinking if it's character names, but no one we know has those letters as first letter. Only G was for the new character. I thought that some people are gonna think of the new character, but when I saw you picking G, so I saw Oslin picking O, which is Oslin O. I saw Sleepy choosing S, which is like Sleepy triple S. Elma choose S. And when I saw, at the time when I checked first, it was you choosing G, and I was like, did she choose choose it for Grage or Gray? I'm glad to be your company, Andy. Okay. So no, Noir. So N, I was gonna call you Noir N, and you did say that Black, or this guy is making Black cry. Are you gonna say anything about how sad he looks? Other than maybe cheering? New character wasn't my reason to choose G. Noir and I almost got N Noir. Listen, it's the stream effect. One brain cell working. There's that. Wet dog. Unbelievable, man. What hair? It was all black, right? Oh, we only see the ponytail. These are the consequences he hadn't considered. He must bear the results and take responsibility for his actions. He's a bear, alright. Oh, Tam beat me to it. Noir is a bear because he must bear the consequences. Oh my god. True. Hey, Spectre, welcome. How are you doing? Make a 6-foot cardboard stand of Noir and ship it to N. It's gonna be an exclusive with volume 11. The exclusive special package is gonna include 2 cardboard cutout, one of white and one of Noir. They come together, so yeah. I will force N to get it. Manifesting Daniel holding baby Black to fulfill Psycho's wish. Are we watching a loving, healthy dad? Yes, yes, for sure. You can count on it. Do it, so I can express my hatred on him physically. Ah, you're good then. You're good. Listen, I decided that I'm not gonna restock the box set, the box set, when it's when it's sold out, because of how troubling it is to package it. So imagine a cardboard cutout. It's only gonna be a cardboard cutout through the ACGG the merch store. That does the activates of the activities of the sun. If I didn't change my mind after knowing more about him. So far, has anyone changed their opinion about characters? Oh yeah, we did have that 98, 79. But generally, throughout the series, throughout 79 chapters, there are more if you count the half chapters. Who did you change your opinion about? A foldable cutout? Or one that can be assembled together, yeah. I guess that's valid. I used to feel bad for Yildar. Okay. Yildar too, I guess. People did change their opinion about him, but there wasn't a Discord at the time, so I didn't get that many reactions to the reveals in volume 3 and 4. I'm constantly changing my mind about Yildar. Usually I just ask myself if I think he deserves redemption. Okay, you know what? We can talk about that. What warrants a redemption? My mind changed around volume 8, which is when I joined the stream and just yelled for a while. I love your joining stream to yell sessions. I'm also a bit ranting about Grey is I found a tweet from 2019 of me saying I'm forever hating Lana or something. I appreciate that. I love public talking about Greys. Hey, Aishu, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think everyone deserves redemption, but in Lar's case, it's complicated. There would be two types of redemption: him redeeming his identity, becoming his own person, which is nice, and I hope he does that, and Lars to continue his life despite that what he's done. Then there's him redeeming his family, which I don't know if that would do good to anyone. I wouldn't say it's an impossible scenario, but I find it hard to imagine it. That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. I don't think Hildar deserves redemption, but I don't put all the blame on him, so that's why I don't really hate him that much. Hildar excuses, no please? I feel like redemption is not always the same as accompanied with forgiveness. When you hurt someone, you hurt two parts of yourself: the healed version of you and the person you hurt. And you can definitely grow and become a better, more understanding version of you, which will mean you wouldn't hurt, do the same mistakes again. But people you hurt have the right to decide if they forgive you or, yeah, for sure. Forgiveness is a very, very big topic in Grey is in general, and how each person forgives, not forgives, or views forgiveness. If he stopped when he became an adult, that may be a case to rethink, but he continued even more after. That's the thing that a lot of people forget, actually, and because every time I mention it, someone is like, oh yeah. The first incident was when Black was 8. Yildar was 18. Like for me, for the longest time, I was like, but I understand where Yildar is coming from. And I just felt bad for him, you know? Yeah. That's another thing that sometimes confuses people. Understanding something and finding the reason why doesn't give excuse, doesn't give it's a justification. If she's still not on board, we'd love to see how... Violet is gonna see it. It feels immoral to say he should forgive himself. What he did was unforgivable, but I think he would benefit from walking in Noir's footsteps and set his guilt and grief aside. Continue trying to grow despite it. Yeah, very interesting. And then I saw a scene, like, just a scene of him hurting back, and I was like, this is not okay. The action itself is not okay, just because I understand. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Lepino, welcome. Which one helped me with the casual abuse I felt from people around me? Just because I understood it doesn't mean it was okay. 2, I'm so mad at that. Thank you for adding like how it affects you in reality. And adding that perspective. I drew this in 2020. I don't really remember what I was going for with Noir's look. This is the spoiler stream, right? Yes, Saturdays are spoiler streams. All other days are spoiler free. But we can get creative with how we talk about spoilers, you know? Hey, Anorika. Welcome. It's been a long time since we've seen you here. I hope you've been doing well. Okay, let's see. What do you want to tell Yildar? I would tell him stories like, yeah, and then this 18-year-old broke his ass fingers. Would you have let that happen? Very interesting. Wait, let's check page. Let's check volume 5, because we do have an interesting, I think, if I remember correctly, we do have a very interesting perspective in this whole thing. Oh, she only said I know about Izar. Okay. Never mind. We don't have another perspective of the matter. I thought Larissa said more. Looks like editor D kind of removed that from volume 5. Didn't he say being born in this life sucks or something? He wanted to go back, yeah, to his mother's belly. There was that. Like, I would so want to link it to someone he would understand. Yeah, I get that. His continued actions and lack of remorse or admission of wrongdoing are what make me believe he doesn't deserve forgiveness. He's not a child, adolescent, or immature anymore. Just let me at him. At him all you want. Personally, as a reader, I would never forgive him, but I would be open to see him growing. You should see how I read when I don't like someone and how unforgiving I can be. Like I've been reading Chojin X again, mention, and I'm like, no, I don't like this person. And Lou is like, I give him the benefit of the doubt because of this and this and this. No, I don't like him. I'm not gonna give him any room. I don't trust, I don't like. I'm being overly blindsided by emotions. By emotions built on intuition. He was 18 while his sister was caring for her siblings. Like, sorry, but grow up. Oh, Larissa. Round of applause for Larissa. Volume 10 changed the sibling favorite list for me? I get it. My god. Chapter 77, I was just... I can't wait. She definitely was an unexpected. Guest of honor to the cast of Volume 10. Now it's Larissa over Rita. Hey Elma, welcome. Can we like talk about the fact that he went White's image for his... Ooh, that one. That one. Because White, no, and he was against it. And Yaldar being the caretaker of Black at the time and all that, like because why parents do their job, you know? I started loving Larissa more since volume. Yeah, she stopped becoming the comic relief, and she got a baby, so she got a new perspective. He took a soul apart from Kid White and distorted the thought memories of struggle. Ugh. No, we don't want you come. Just rant away. Put it all out there. I want to reread and see how did they see White and what did he think about it. And also, again, I mentioned it last stream, but I'm also always tempted by, because back in 2015 maybe, I think, I thought, because we got the first proper reveals about White around volume 5 and 6, so I was thinking that I want to I want to release a version, maybe an ebook of volume 1, and it's just, you know, director's cut, you know, when the actors and the director comment behind the scenes and stuff, and there's this commentary. I was thinking of doing that for volume 1, just to show what White was thinking at every, like, zoom into his close up to his face, or thoughtful pen and stuff like that. But after recap, I'm like, no, we should do that actually. We should at some point just do a stream where we go over all the chapters and see, oh, you get why White looked like that when Black said this. Oh, now you get why White looked like this when, for example, Jad or whoever said that. By doing that, didn't Tildar also start a part of Whispers in Whisperville? The Whispers are already there. Because that's the thing, like, just like Larissa said, God knows what he was going through himself on his own, White. Because White, after, like, when Black moved to the private school, he was alone, and we know nothing about White's school life. Pushing White more into his role and away from his person. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I reread before the volume, now I wish I reread after the volume. Yes, yes. That's the thing. Like, the reread, I feel, will give more after reading recap. Some kind of grey inception. Once I have a little bit of time, maybe if I stay away from Twitter, I can just hold volume 1 and see... Volume 1? Volume 1? And see if any of the thoughts hold up. Honestly, it felt like White at the start volumes felt scarily calm. Like I was like, how would you react to so calm to things like your friend not knowing you? You know that fraud meme when people say that this character is a fraud, and I was just thinking the other day, is White a fraud character? I do feel like he is because he does come across differently in the aerial volumes. I can't wait for volume 1. Volume 1 sounds like when you look up free anime. You mean the swimming anime, but it gives you all these results about websites that has free anime to watch. Which was part of why I like the reunion hug, because I was like, he gets it back. Oh, Spectre, we haven't talked about the reunion hug mentioned in volume recap in chapter 74. And then as the volumes went on, made it more and more sense, but now with volume 10, somehow the reaction and his mannerism in volume 1 seem more intense. Like we were in the bliss of ignorance. I love how you phrase that. We did confirm before that White is a fake, so yeah, he's a fraud. Oh, wait. The thing is, no matter how I feel about Noir, I love drawing him. I don't know if you can see that. He's just fun to draw. I have to go get my volume for these rants at this point. If you have other things to do, we can wait until you're free. I see what happened. Let's go stream for now. So I was telling my mother earlier about this what do you call it, essay that I wrote on Twitter about the definition of manga and the replies and stuff. And after all the talk, she was like, "Are you gonna talk about that on stream today?" I'm like, "No, we're gonna rant about fathers again." No, I'm not gonna betray my morals and open the chapter digitally. Tell me, as a person who read it all in book format, how does the book feels? From all aspects, and feel free to point out anything since it's out of my hands, if there's any faults or something. Every time I eat, I start to tear up because I know that White hasn't eaten for so long. You know, I haven't found the discussion where the allegation started that I just starve White. But I didn't look properly, not gonna lie. I did what my mother does when she loses her glasses. I can't find my glasses. Mom, did you look for them? Both my sister, my younger sister, and my mother have this tendency. If something isn't right in front of them, it's lost. Psycho always try to find a way to bring up the alien's rejection to Ia, Alan, or the starving allegations. I love it. Sounds like white, not gonna lie. Sounds like white? Yeah. My roommate does that. She cried my phone and she just sat on it. Yeah. Like, they don't put the effort, they just assume it's lost. Sometimes glasses are lost and are just on the no. Yeah, that too. The paper material this time is so good, like, big kudos. Glad to hear that. I don't know if that makes sense, but the shades of grey printed so well. Really? Thank you. I don't like them, but I love to hear otherwise because I'm crazy obsessed. That's you kind of lose perspective, proper perspective and objectivity when you work on a thing for 3 years on the screen. So I'd love to hear people who just read it on through the book. What do they think? And did you notice how well it opens? That's the best part. Also, they're tarnishing White's image for Black's family. I hate, yeah. Again, it's funny when you think about it. White, in volume 5, in chapter... He mentioned something. The worst thing that Ildar did to Black was ruining his father's image. And it's sad that he doesn't even see it happening to himself. He probably doesn't consider it the worst thing. Oh, White. The books are amazing. I think it was said on Discord before, but it smells new. Yeah, they should... It was said that they should smell old. But yeah, I appreciate that. I really appreciate all your input in this because, again, I don't have objectivity at all. It's a very different experience. I started to notice things that I didn't when I read digitally. Also, the feeling of your favorite series and character are in your hand. Amazing. Thank you. Glad to hear that, Aishu. And yeah, as a person who writes the story in book format in mind, with the spreads and all, I bet it looks different from the page-by-page format on the website. Like, especially the chapter covers, because they're so detailed this time. They're so good, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much, Spectre. Speaking of chapter covers, this chapter, again, I drew it in 2020, so it had a cover, which I like. It's very minimal. But then I realized that I upped my cover game in volume 10, and it's the first cover that shows. It's the first chapter in the book. So details are happening. Hey Draco, welcome. How are you doing? I want to protect Black. This is so hard. It's like Hildar in front. Oh. Canvas sittings are so they're in centimeters because this is going for print. So it's 29 centimeters by 20 centimeters. And add 3 millimeters all around for the blade at 600 dpi resolution. It opens so well, which helps so much because sometimes I struggle with reading, seeing things close to the margins. Yeah, I did my part and I stayed away a good amount from the margins, but going with the option to sew the book, not only glue it, really helped with how well it opens. That is my favorite thing in these new books. Like, I feel like I have forgotten something. White, hey. Black, oh, hello. Somebody I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, pain. Personally, I read the volume, then compare with the older books, and sadly, the OG older books are in Jordan, so I can't help much with that. I feel the difference is massive at this point. I love your, like, I do feel blessed by having a reader like you, Spectre, with all the dedication. Oh, my controller isn't working. There. The covers are insane, like so packed with details. I could rant about the covers for hours. Thank you. Inside cover might be my favorite. I love the inside covers so much. Things are gonna change for volume 11 onwards. I might, just might, drop dust jackets. Might. Stress for exam. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm good, thank you. And good luck with your exams. Thank you for stopping by, even though you're dealing with that. It hits so much at the end. That makes me smile. $2013? Whoa. Is that no please for dropping the dust jackets? Now here's the thing, I thought of this while still working on volume 10. Before printing it. Before creating the inside cover and stuff. But yeah, I am thinking of... Because I kind of feel like I want to do the covers kind of like the art books with the French fold thing and play around with messages using the inside cover, like when you open the book, and maybe spot UV and foils and stuff. I love the dust jackets, but I rarely use them. I always end up leaving them on the shelf or hanging them on the wall. The manga books I have, I do remove the dust jacket. I haven't seen them in a very long while because all the manga volumes that I have, I wear both to... Because I before reading manga, I treated manga books like art books, just for reference and studying. The art books cover so beautiful. Thank you. I love lining. City was so beautiful, but these ones aren't. Thank you. I'm surprised that I released 2 books. And still frame, yes. I was looking at this. I have this tiny white light board that you write with white on it, and it just lights up the text. And right now it reads new merch, Daniel Standy, which I haven't done yet. Discord emotes and stickers, Twitch emotes, work with me streams. These are all plans I wrote last year. Personal website, I already done that, and then artbook volume 4 and screen caps artbook. I didn't even remove that yet. I just noticed it today because I took a photo of my desk. And I'm like, what? Wow, these were like plans for the future. The different emotions Noir shows on his face around his family. We haven't scratched the surface with Noir, right? Can I wear my pins to the labs? They're such scientists. What was the year Yeldar was born again? 1978. What Tam said about the man's face around his family, no one told him Ildar is his family too. And I'm glad that you like me. I want to be on your side. I don't want to be hated by you. Alan is 1 year older than him? Oh! No way! Alan is older than me by 8? 8? I love that when I started reading they were older than me and now I'm older than them. Yeah, that's the funny part about like this whole story. It's been going for 15 years and maybe 1 year, maximum 2 years has just passed in story. Eventful 2 weeks. It has been 4 years. Ugh. You know what? I'm just like, manga is created for people to develop patience. That may be the real definition of manga. Patience. Yep. It trains both author and readers on patience. In Grey's world, time flows differently. It sure does, especially when I have problems with time and age and years. Oh, that's a good point. If it was 15 years in story, we probably wouldn't have Grandpa, Mamsar, or Aisha. Yep. And we need that voice of reason. I speak my frustration with a lot of things through them, I guess. Patience and patient may Yeldar be in the cycle. Oh, book readers! How did you find White having that phone call? Speaking of Aisha. We love Grandpa Mamser? Of course. Glad to hear that. He's a fun character. You cried? White needs women in his life. Sorry to hear that. No, wait. I think Spectre has the logbook, and it is in the logbook. These 3 ones. Oh, it is delicious. It is delicious. And this is coming from... Oh, my brother is asking me, do I want... Do I want pizza? Same brother that got the sweets last night. Yesterday's stream, I mean. He's all about ordering food. He's the brother that, not in all aspects, but some aspects, inspired. Some aspects of him are placed in Inad. It takes so much effort, and she made the effort. Yeah, but he doesn't have any of the things that kind of annoy me with Inad. Just general things. Well, I said okay. Get the pizza, but I'll eat later. I'll eat later. I'll eat. I will. It's like future and past. I'll eat later. Hey, Blue, welcome. Pizza party, yes. I was drawing this face and I was just thinking, embrace for a little bit of pain, maybe. But this is probably the last time Black had a complete, healthy, clean body, bruise-free body. Later. I will late a titter. His mother abandoned him. His father didn't treat him as father and son relationship. Only grandmother can be considered family, treating as a real grandson grandma relationship. Yeah, you know, Elma today shared or like reacted to an older drawing I shared of white with Amir and black, and the comment read that white was an unpleasant teen, pure love. But the thing is, like, it's really this, like, white shines through when he's challenged, and nobody challenged him. So yeah, sad that she wasn't around all the time, but it probably helped him because she wouldn't just leave him unbothered. I really love a well-drawn waist of hand in hand. Thank you, Blue. Oh, this music is very fitting. I think it's called something about childhood. I'm looking for the grandma doodle and now I'm crying over this one page instead. But I hate this part. I love that music. I hate this part because I don't like kids singing. Did I miss any homework for this week, perchance? Did you cast a vote on the poll? The GOS. I don't have logbook 1, but from the rest, this is the best logbook. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is the most essential. And I did feel like it's more organized. But logbook 1 had a lot of art in it. It's the one for volume 7. Thank you. Hey, Omar. Thank you. Don't like Kid Black singing? No, I understand. Yeah, I don't. I don't like any kid singing. What did it reveal? So, first time it was page numbers. Second time it was OGS. So, G for garden, which is the one that won, and we have the garden scene. S is for studio, and O is for office. Glad to hear that, Tam. I thought that you're gonna fall asleep, but you got energy for food. Oh, the old ones. The logbook 1 and 2. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see now. I don't like other people's kids. Or any kid for that matter. What was I watching the other day? And it was like... There's something wrong with you if you don't like kids. And honestly, I do like kids from afar, observing them. I love listening to their stories and how they see the world. But generally speaking, more than anything, I hate their singing. Who has an office? Is it a Mr. Daniel? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like, I'm gonna keep playing around with these polls to make it harder and harder to get the Daniel Gray. The camera at the side is Minecraft. They're a lot to handle, kids, I guess. But they seem to be not mind being around me. Honestly, one of the things that actually don't make me eager to be around kids is how much control you have to have. Because I wouldn't want to, like, I never get angry at them. You don't swear, and you gotta be careful with your reactions, and I take that too seriously. Who has the strongest Danny sensor? Maybe you, I guess. I hate kids' laughters, which sound messed up, but my grandma once put my baby cousin laughing as her ringtone, and it freaked me out. My god! A ringing tone of a laughing child is... You know, that gives me a good idea. How about I put a kid's laughter as my alarm clock? Maybe I'll wake up then. Thank you, Omar. I hate kids. I'm sorry they like me, but I'm not the biggest fan. You need to have a lot of patience with kids. Yes, yes. It needs a lot of responsibility. So I'm not toning these pages that I'm finishing because I don't know what the look I want for it, because it's set in the past and stuff, so I'm not sure if I want to add tones or keep it to hatching. My niece, who spent her whole childhood and toddlerhood in my room, now is like around 11, and my other brother has, like, another niece from my other brother is a baby, and suddenly she was clapping and everyone was clapping with her and they started singing, and we were sitting all in the same room, and my niece, the older one, 10 years old, she's looking at me like, I see you're holding back your reaction. So she got the notice of me not liking kids eventually, and now she just makes fun of me. Laughing child ringtone sounds like a good idea for a horror movie, I think. To me, it sounds like a good way to break my phone. But yeah, about the logbook. I haven't heard any reactions, like real reactions on it, other than from Ozlan. She could tell from a mile away, 100%. I became an aunt for the first time at the beginning of this year, and I still didn't even give her a look. Oh. Newborn, yeah, there's nothing to do with them. But they become very fascinating once they start talking, and they're gonna tell you the wisdom that comes from children is very inspiring. And the way they see the world, everything is new to them. That's what I love. And this is why I don't mind being around kids from afar. Like this niece, 10-year-old niece that I mentioned, and some of you know this because I kind of shared it, but when I asked her, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she said, myself. I had to record that, and I told her, like, say it again. I'm gonna give it to her when she grows up. I just got to a page and now I'm crying again. I think it reminds me of a page from volume 4. Gonna go on a hunt. Enjoy the hunt. Hey Alpha, welcome. Yeah, bars indeed. So I have all these kinds of things that I wrote or recorded. Just wisdom, just pure wisdom from kids. Now that's zoomed out, panel use in this page is so great. Thank you. It's... I don't know, isn't it too simple? This chapter is really... I can't wait. I'm afraid that I'm hyping it too much. Slanted line? I already mentioned Chosen X. We were talking about redemption. We were talking about characters earning forgiveness or like just giving them room. And I'm like, oh yeah, but me as a reader, I'm not like that. When I hate a character or when I get a gut feeling about a character, I get too blinded by the intuition. Like this character in Shoujo X, where I'm just like, no. Blue tells me there is a... I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, no, not me. He's gonna be the big bad evil. Thank you, Blue. White is in my head today? How so? Been lurking and listening because headache. Oh, white is in your head. Now I get it. I love the sketch you did of your niece and you having a conversation about why people assuming what age are because of how you look. And I just said people are stupid. Listen, there's a reason I kinda clicked so hard with Ikokuniki. It might have been my niece and relationship with her. When I'm around babies, I'm stressed because the parents treasured them and I was afraid of breaking them since they are flat. That's another thing, like, depending on the parent. If the mother is my sister, I don't mind. But if the mother is... If, like, the father is the one, like, if they're... The mother isn't my sister, but, like, my brother's wife, yeah, I'm too cautious because it's different. I don't know how to explain it. But I have a problem with newborn, especially. I have a very specific, weird problem with newborns because I do love rabbits a lot. And newborn babies, their mouth and their inability to speak reminds me of rabbits a lot. But there are people who definitely will think it's an offense. It's an offending thing to say that they... Oh, your baby reminds me of an animal. And when they're toddlers, before they speak as well, when they're just walking, they become cats because they just want to pull everything to the floor. So cats. So that's the specific problem, is that babies, before they speak, they are animals to me, and a lot of parents don't like to hear that. I'm waiting for the tree and black. I don't see anything else here. So volume 5 had them flipped and the tree is here covering Noir, and you just see the ponytail. So it's gonna be behind them, you know? Like this. Your reaction at the end? I really appreciate you going through the Autobio comics cycle. I really do. My dad used to hold me by the knees and see how much I can hold myself in the air. Babies are so strangely durable. They are, but not all parents believe that. Especially newborn. Newborn babies are very strong. They're very, very strong. And their health is very strong. So every time I know every time I know a female that is giving birth, I always tell her and her husband, if I'm in a good relationship with them, to take care of the mother. The newborn baby is strong. They have a very strong immune system as well. Being compared to rabbit is a huge compliment. Not in everybody's dictionary. But I agree. N is waiting for a tree so I can hide Noir behind it. Okay, let me give N what she wants. Here. And here. Once I fill the black of his hair, I'll add the tree. And your reason for loving trees. That's why I gotta let the toddler on the ground and let it crawl everywhere. Yeah? It's funny how when they go fast, it's very funny. I found the page I wanted, but now I remembered another page. Which page is that? Tell us. Again, everyone who hates Noir has a problem that I enjoy drawing him a lot. And we have reached the point where he, not entirely main cast, but is inching his way there. So I'm gonna take every chance I get to draw a close-up. I am very sorry for the haters. I don't mind, but and your sister on the other hand. My sister? I forgot about my sister. I mean, we all love to bully our siblings, right? I'm gonna bully her with Noir. I remember something funny. My 0-year-old nephew tried to pull my hair once, and his father said to my nephew, "You can't pull someone's hair, you don't know how painful it is because you don't have any hair." And I was like, that's so low key. Listen, the grab of a baby? Yeah. Crazy. No power can take whatever they're grabbing. Oh, wait. So, do you reckon Daniel is on good terms with Noir? We never talked about this. Hey, Newports. Welcome. $100 hair and 0 infant care. My god. See? He's fueling all your creativity. My favorite prank ever was one I saw years ago, when someone cut out faces of famous guy and put them all on the family photos around the house. You can do that with Noir. This reminds me of, oh my god, it's an awful example, but oh my god, it's a very funny one. I should do that with Noir, yes, and just, you know, next time, and by the next volume, I'm gonna do that. I'm bullying again now. But yeah, this reminds me of that episode from Malcolm in the Middle. Does anyone knows the episode? Because it's... I wish your sister would join us in Discord and share her hate. I'm so curious for her reasons. He annoys her. I mentioned them before. He annoys her visually. She doesn't like immature men. She loves Jad and Daniel. That's her type of men. I reckon I need Danny to meet Violet. Danny is very interested in Violet. He asked Chad about her. Or just Violet in therapy. Both can work. I mean, listen. She should have gone to therapy. Right? What do I put? What do I want to put her in? Flowers? Played? Played is good. Played is very Danny, right? Yep. Malcolm in the Middle was such a good... the best. Scrubs and Malcolm in the Middle are the two ones I love. Because mainly, they are very good on their own, but mainly because they don't have a laugh track. Violet needs so much therapy, she needs a whole building of therapies. Not the nose, though. You know, I could be loving Noir's design because his nose is very unconventional. Like, it's very different from every other nose in the story. So I'm kind of proud that I broke the mold or something. Dee and I can never be friends because my love for glasses and her hate for them are opposing forces. We keep the world in the... Yes. Yes, I hate glasses, man. But hey, you... Not you, like you, but also anyone can draw a good character with glasses and make me love them. Like, I did end up liking... Tsuki. Haikyuu. He wears glasses. I think if I had to pick a character to be my type in Grey Is, I might pick Noir, but we'll have to think on it more. Now, putting his actions towards his family aside, from what we've seen so far, I like a person who is action-oriented. They drive me crazy too. I am action-oriented, and I don't like people, and a lot of action-oriented people tend to do things on their own, and I don't like that. Be careful, Alpha. I wish she had a whole side story. I did write one scene with her. Like, a very in-depth scene. And it was so funny that I wrote it in the hospital while I was waiting for my father, may he rest in peace. As he was, he was a dialysis patient, so I was waiting for him to finish the session. And I remember it very vividly. I wrote about Celine. Yeah, it's Violet. Okay, let's play manga guesses from what you're seeing visually. This could mean two things. What do you think? This could mean this panel in this conversation could mean two things. Thanks a lot for coming, Elma. Have a great Saturday. I was going to say Violet is beautiful, but I thought she was much older than me, so I picked like maybe I should stick with my OG pick. Thank you for saying Violet is beautiful and Black is handsome. I'll forever forget Inad's sis, even though I like the trio, Hera, Inad, and Yildar. Black doesn't want Noir to leave. Interesting. This will need... Yes. Or Black telling Noir that he had a nightmare of a man that keeps narrating a lot and he has slippery shoes. That too, but my question is, this Violet panel, how would you... Like, there are two ways you could interpret, or no, there are two ways that I would add this visual of a character that isn't in the conversation. Care to guess them? Like, imagine you are checking a manga and it's a manga that you're following and it's only in Japanese, and you see this, and then you see this visual of a character that is not in the conversation. I can't think of another something other than Noir leaving. This is the track that plays when you die in Deltarune. Why can't we have that in Alan Wake? Why do we have that shot of him all shocked? Maybe Black is sad because Violet looks sad. That sounds like a Black thing for sure. That the parents are fighting. I thought she's watching them. That's one guess. Like from the window or something. Oh? I'm interpreting it as Noir saying something and Violet knows he's lying. Ooh. My brain already tried to study. I can't think of anything. Be sure to rest, Aishu. I can't wait for what Psycho's cooking. She's either watching them or they just mention her. Maybe they are talking about her. Yeah. I'm just getting these guesses to see how much manga you read, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, want them to stop that. Noir said something he should tell Violet first, but he didn't care. Oof. The music playing paired with that image of dead Ellen would be fun. Wait, there's a line missing here. My only other thought is that this them separating and Noir saying bye. Oof. But yeah, I guess there's a little bit of difference, right? Dynamic-wise. No, wait, I have a better arrangement. This. With this. Ah, let's flip it, why not? He's gonna die soon, and that is why Violet looks like she's sad. We're getting death predictions? And wishes. And you so wish that's the truth. I swear on my precious blackest life, I have no favorite son. No! What? What do you mean? Seeing the two pages side by side, it looks like Violet was more present when with Gildar. And Noir is more mellow once with Black. It's like Violet's withdrawal impacted Noir. I love that reading, Tam. If Noir is telling Black he needs to be a brave boy, look after his mother. How are you all so good? Regardless of it's like a right guess or not, but it's so good, like everything is valid, everything works. You're all such good readers. Two hours and 10 minutes. I guess I really wanted to work on wait, let's see. Okay, how about we take a break? What do you think of a break? Need to pray, maybe check if we have pizza, because I sent my brother like I'm in, but I'm not gonna eat now, I'm gonna eat later. So yeah, we either go, let's see, which other page? What was the next? That one. Oh, we had 2 for O's and 2 for S? Oof. Okay, let's check psychos before the break. Okay, so I'm seeing like as if it was one of those teaser raw leaks. I would guess that there's this tension that Violet is showing, and my guess would be like there was a deep discussion between her and Noir, and it could be that Noir is leaving and is telling Black to promise him to take care of his mother while he's away. Oh my god, Psycho, when I prepare myself for you to bring aliens and Alan, and then you hit me with the realest thing, I love that. I love that. You remind me, I need to order food. I vote. Oh, of course you do, Blue. Of course you would. Or yes, a health update on Violet and Noir could be telling Black to not be afraid and be strong for his mother. Oh, parents asking children to be strong for their other parent is a choice. Oh man. Okay, let's take a break and we decide what to do when I'm back, because we do have that White eating and we haven't seen White in a bit. I do need to finish that one, right? So I might work for half an hour or something, or a whole new page. We'll see once I'm back how much the pizza affect me. Take a break, walk around. Sleepy is not here, so stretch, get your water, and see you in a bit. Thank you for waiting. Discord channel confused me. There are a lot. Thank you. You want more lining? Who voted for O? Who voted for O? Enjoy your meal, Em. I had pizza and I had licorice. I got myself licorice. $11 votes. Oh, Blue voted for O, and Blue has 2 zeros and 1 O. And the name, I mean. Licorice is too tasty, and I have those ones that are coated with... one is coated with peach flavor, one is coated with strawberry and cream, one is coated with salted caramel, and one is made with chili, so it's licorice. It has the bitter taste of licorice, some sweet and spicy. The pizza was good, thank you. Allah yafiki. Thank you, Alpha. Also, Alpha, sorry, I kind of reacted to white being in your head and didn't wish you feel better. I hope you get over the headache. Late thinking, but I feel like Noir is actually doing something selfish and Black just goes, but it'll make Mom sad. Or what about Mom? Oh wow. Well, this does look like a guilty face. Okay, so we have this not smiley face, and then we have this, and here's another smiley face for anyone interested. Let's turn this one off, save this, and turn it off. This one, this one. Danny? I'm not entirely sure. Younger looking Danny? The stream can distract a bit. Glad to hear that. That expression is softer than Noir? Oh, true, true. And his hair was curlier? We need Corey here. Corey was all about how does Danny perm his hair. Really getting all the dads today. Daddy's the dad who stepped up and pushed the actual dad to do something. Right. You're so true. I love that. I just realized Daniel is giving everyone a side eye unintentionally. That's Daniel. You know, speaking of Daniel, I might have found a way to have an episode, a clippings episode with Daniel in it. Maybe. It's gonna be fun. So I rather zoom out, but I kind of want to play the reveal game while lining, so I don't want to spoil the rest of the panels. A clipping, yes. Sometimes I wonder if Volume 11 will beat Volume 10 in sad. Volume 10 was sad? I'm being really serious. Was it sad? Will Volume 10, Volume 11, let's think. Just... But from what I've seen so far, I'm hopeful. It'd be hard to have Daniel clipping, but if it's just like a sneak peek with only lower half of his face, you know it, Sam. Showing and a bit of the vest, it'd be like, oh, who's that character? Mysterious. There is this time in the story that I actually wrote once, and I thought that it actually works as a... It works very well as a clipping. And I thought, can I? Because Daniel is present in that memory. Would we know about Danny if it wasn't for the woman? Yeah, but also thanks to Judge. Know her. So you... And you are giving all these thanks to these people and not the one that actually found Void? Jad knows who to choose his people, Iya and Noir. What is he wearing? He's wearing a round-collared vest. Wait. He's not wearing a vest, actually. He's wearing a sweater. Not sure of the vocabulary. This is Daniel when he thought he can fix the world with therapy. Again, would Noir help finding Jad if Jad didn't was his friend? Going off what Mamser said, yes. He's a great person. Not good to his family, though. So does that make him a great person? Who knows? And Master did say he owes him so much, so... Do we know what happened between Mamser and Noir? Because Mamser did leave them when they were just like these playful party animals. Looking for ways to not thanks, appreciate more. I love the dedication. Look how small. Yeldar is. Daniel even has biscuits and candy ready. If only this music plays with this scene. If only. That meeting with Danny is something. Huh. Something indeed. Yeah, no chance this music captures the vibe of the conversation between Eldar and Daniel. Not at all. Does Daniel know? Hastily? Welcome. Does Daniel know? What? I'm gonna just say, without knowing the rest of the question, even though I don't mind learning the rest of the question, I'm gonna say yes, he does. Again, if only this music fits this scene. Welcome, I appreciate you being here, even if it's late. We're still going for like 28 minutes. Danny really has a lot of bottled views on everyone. It's a guy. What's even more fascinating is he still has he has the same style, the same office. Enjoy your lurking, silly. Wait until White starts asking about the interior. There's an actual scene of White just asking. So why do you have these chairs here? Why don't you have them by the window? Because the view is better here. Daniel's not gonna see White as an interesting patient anymore. He's gonna be just get out. And White's gonna be like, reality's testing you now. Feels like this is before Daniel became Daniel the therapist because of his his posture and stuff. Maybe Yildar broke him. Gave him motivation. But what was the question? What were you wondering about? Does Daniel know? Yildar said the chain reaction. Maybe, yeah. But he hates classes, then draws the prettiest math classes. I still listen. Daniel is an enigma for me. It is like I don't understand how did I come up with this design. Nothing in him I like. Nothing. Why did I choose these features, these visuals? I don't know. And the funniest thing is the other day, has anyone played Silent Hill 3? Does Daniel know where Yildar is now and why? Ho ho ho. Interesting. I never imagined I'm gonna say this to refer to White, but we do have a blabbermouth with White when it comes to Daniel. In White, when it comes to that. No, we have a blabbermouth in White with Daniel. Can you imagine where I'm going with this, Alpha, if you remember it? Silent Hill 3 is my favorite. Honestly, Silent Hill 3 is so good. It would be my favorite from Silent Hill in general, but to me, Silent Hill 1 was like, it introduced me something that I've never seen before, so the experience is unmatched. So that's why I always say Silent Hill 1, but Silent Hill 3 is the better game. But yeah, Silent Hill 3 has this character that I totally forgot about. It appeared on my timeline the other day on Twitter, and I was shocked. Oh my god. Is this where I was unintentionally inspired? Touching the phone screen. Soon, Daniel, you will be in clippings, and soon you and Black will finally reunite. It is very unfortunate that you get a cameo with Kid Yildar, but don't worry, Daniel, our time will come. Hi, Psycho. Daniel finding out about Yildar from White would be crazy. This kid he used to know disappeared. Okay, let me just bring up. I think his name was Vincent. Vincent, right? Vincent? SH3? Oh man. Oh man. I still can't believe that. Could it be? How can I open it? Wait, let me just... I've seen it. Vincent SH3. I was shocked. I was shocked. Like, not the same hair. his facial hair is messy and stuff, but really? Daniel is a Silent Hill character? Oh man. So we were at this kid who disappeared, huh? Well, looks at that. And what else Blue said? Started the chain reaction? Well, somebody did start the chain reaction before Yildar. The one who brought Yildar. He had books in the background too. Same vibe. Yeah, he sits in a study. But he's crazy. Daniel is... Daniel. He just appears everywhere. He's not wanted. Dun dun dun. What if Danny knows about adult Yildar from Inad? I do have a scene written about or Inad mentioning Daniel Gray. Then again, that should have been Noir sitting on the couch talking to Daniel. My god. He can't do nothing right. I see what you're doing. Like, Yildar lost someone and he brought him to the therapist. Can't he be thanked for that at least? And let's remember Whisperville. Let's remember Whisperville. They probably don't really... They probably think therapists are for the crazy people, not for them. Grey is in the same universe as Silent Hill. Rita and Black played Silent Hills, or Silent Hills, I don't remember. So Crowman can physically manifest in this Silent Hill town. Silent Hill is very great to begin. Yeah. Hey, Aishu. This door. The amount of parents, the amount of good parents this door was touched by. D making me hate Noir more as if I need. No, wait. No, I think I misspoke. I was trying to paint Noir as ahead of his time, like he believes in therapy, and he got Yildar to get better, despite how the Whisperville sees therapy. Daniel never ages. He's a vampire. My god, it's so wild. There is this saying in Arabic, I'm gonna say it because and you're gonna understand it. There is this saying that we say here. Wait, what should be a great MC in Silent Hill? I can imagine all sorts of monstrosities manifest. My god, there are a lot of things. I thought you meant he took Hildar because he is crazy in his eyes. No, no. There's no way. Noir is unwanted. He's just hated no matter what he does. I was gonna say the Arabic saying, but then I realized that there is one word in it that I'm not really sure of the definition. So once I'm sure, I'm gonna tell you. But it's what you're doing with it. Noir. Give a headbat for Kid White for me. Will do. Thanks a lot for coming, Blue, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hey, Ghost. Kid White needs the biggest of hugs. We once did this character rating. I guess when we reached midpoint of volume 10. And everyone would get their points, black, white, Jad, Yildar, whatever. And Kid White just had the world. We just gave him the world because, yeah. He resembles Black a little bit. I feel. Like this, with this clothing and stuff. Are there Grey is on YouTube too? I don't think I have the bot set up for YouTube. I'm gonna check that. Thank you. Thank you, Ghost. I hope you give it a try. It's long and a little bit slow-paced at the beginning, but if it sounds like your type of story, I definitely appreciate you checking it out. Do you love thunderstorms? Because I love them. And I want to say enjoy it. Oh, I see. I wonder, you know? Ghost seemed to have seen what I sent about Grey is. You know what? Let's see. Read Grey is. Oh, it still sends as okay, how about on YouTube? If I change to YouTube. Oh, it still sends as okay. I'll look into it. It's weird. Oh, we should ask book readers about the It's Weird incident. Volume 10. Hey, Elma, welcome back. Thanks a lot for coming, Lapino. Enjoy your Saturday. Dan is here indeed. Oh, really? The answer bot wasn't on YouTube? Hey, Elrica, welcome back. Yes, it's Danny. Danny who doesn't age, who doesn't change his fashion sense, and he doesn't change his interior, office interior. Thanks for checking that out. And so when I sent the tools command as well earlier, it didn't work. To be honest, you saw the panel in Sketch a long time ago. It is in the extra content. That's a... Yes. I remember I shared this once. I teased this once and I'm like, guess who? And someone guessed Violet because of the glasses. Fun times. I think I have to share what I shared about everybody's most hated character. Look at him. Black look-alike, but older and bigger and with more mistakes than Black will ever do. Taking his kid who lost someone to the therapist in a town where they consider therapy for crazy people, but he was ahead of his time. It was before Volume 9. I think while I was working on Volume 9, right? Because I did work on this. It was Chapter 66 originally. Progressive absent father. There's no winning with you all, man. There's no winning. My god. I love this. This is so entertaining. I'm gonna continue trying to paint him as the good guy because all your replies are just gold, man. Father of the year, give it to Pornwine. I love it, man. I don't know what's that. We have floating glasses and floating watch. Clockman? It's Clockman. Floating Clockman. Oh, you missed the hate on Violet, yes. I think my phone is put on silent so it wouldn't distract us. And now it's 8:30, so it wouldn't call for another 30 minutes, but I'm gonna end the stream in a few minutes, so next time I'm gonna keep it won't silence Clockman. No more silencing Clockman. This is very entertaining. Like, I love that I can just, while I'm working, I'm drawing Violet, for example, being in a good place, and I think of Elma, and I think of Anno at the same time. I think Elma's gonna love this, and Anno's gonna hate this, and then I'm gonna draw Violet having a hard time, and then I will think of Elma, and then I think of Anno. I love knowing how everyone feels about the characters. It's very fun while I'm in process. Am I gonna see that man for the 3rd time in a row next week? Next week? Oh, yes. Next week. Oh, yes. Next week? Oof. Prepare yourself. I'm gonna spit my food. I can't wait. Volume 10, I started to support hate on her. Who do we add to the blame list? I got nothing. Blameless. I gotta stand up for my lady. I was thinking, you know, I was writing a scene today. Okay, I'm gonna say it because I think everyone here, almost everyone here knows the story that happened on Discord. That caused some regular to leave the Discord. A regular who hated white. And I was writing a scene today about someone who is attacking white with a certain thing, and I thought, oh my god, this regular, if they were still here, they would have loved this scene maybe. So I decided that maybe I'll put a reference there, like a bug somewhere. Or the name of a month, you know? So no matter what we vote, I'll see him. Yeah. Why is the camera doing this thing? Never mind. Never mind. So, just a small bug, you know? Just a small one. But yeah, that's why it's so entertaining. When I'm drawing, when I'm writing, I'm like, I can't wait for Frog to see this. I can't wait for N. Oh my god, you know? Very fun. So... great track to end on. Thanks all for coming, everyone. Hopefully tomorrow I have a stream doing art studies, maybe. No promises, just telling you here in case you want to keep it in the back of your mind if you're interested. This has been real fun. Hopefully you're enjoying all these Caesars as well. See you next time.